The guy that lived underneath me, he was a Cypriot brother. Yeah, he was a Cypriot brother, and he used to have his homies come over, whatever. I remember one time when I didn't have any pee, so I used to go around to his house and, you know, raid his fridge. Be like, yes, bro, how's it going, man? He had beers. I was like, I'll have a beer. Like, you know, acting cash and just fucking eat all his biscuits. But anyway, I didn't feel guilty about that because he was using my Wi-Fi. One time, casually in passing, when he first moved in, he was like, oh, I'm getting my shit set up. Can I use your Wi-Fi? And me being the stand-up real nigga I am, I was like, hell yeah, bro. Yo, here's the thing. Here's the password. Log in. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe like a year goes by. I take a look at, you know, you can see on your who's connected to your fucking thing. I see his bitch ass down there connected. Ah, no, man. So I changed the password. Am I an asshole? We wasn't that close. Obviously, when he moved in initially, we were cool, but, you know, we weren't really that close, to be fair. Actually, to be honest, he did come around 1 or 2 times, and we had some gin. But nah, we weren't really that close. Anyway, I changed the password on him. Oh, my God. Brother, the password, brother. You changed it on me, man. And he's there looking sad, like, bro, I didn't think you were... Like, real disappointed. You know what I mean? Like, real disappointed that I changed it. So I've gone back into my apartment now. I'm like, I feel kind of bad, bro. You know what I mean? But fuck that. He was mooching off my Wi-Fi. Like, bro. Did you give him a new password? Nah, man. Man, that was a funny apartment block. Place was fucking funny. We had the lady. I told you about the lady upstairs. The Polish woman. Oh, okay, the Polish lady that lived the Brum one was funny. I lived next, so the Brum apartment was the penthouse. So I had the penthouse in Birmingham. It was 2 floors. The geezer that lived below me, I gave him my number. I said, yes, bro, some finance done. I'm talking like finance, bro, early 30s. Yeah. So I've gone to him, I'm like, yes, bro, I'm moving in upstairs. And he's looking at me like, how the fuck are you affording to live there? What the fuck? That's the vibe he's giving. I'm like, bro, I'm moving upstairs. Here's my number. If I'm ever too loud, just message me and I'll turn it down. And he's like, oh, yeah, sound, whatever. Boom. I'm pretty sure one time I'm being too loud, right? He comes up to my door. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, what the fuck? It's just me. So I stop the music. Boom. I've gone over to the door now. I'm looking. It's Brum. So I got my fucking Converse by the door just in case. You know what I'm saying? Gina's got funny stories of my door getting knocked and then I've had to go. Listen. Anyway, boom. I've opened the door. It's my man. He's like, you're being too loud. It's him and there's a girl. You know what I'm saying? Quite young. She's attractive. Young, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. He's got a ting over, whatever. I'm thinking, what time is it? Like, it's not even that late. It's like a Friday night, a Saturday evening or something. It's like, it's fine if there's a little vibe going on. It's like 8 p.m., 8, 9. Anyway, boom, I've opened the door. He's saying, it's too loud. Turn it down, whatever. I'm like, yeah, sure, bro. Sure, I'll turn it down. And he's like screwing me. He's like, turn it down. I'm thinking, he's with his girl or a girl or prostitute. I don't fucking know. Right? And he's trying to give it the basil to me to show off in front of her. Like, yeah, watch me show my fucking neighbor. So I'm a tough guy. And I've clocked this. And I'm like, yeah, there's no need to move like that, bro. I've like told him, like, there's no need to move like that. Like, I'll turn it down. No need to be a dick. Whatever. He's like, no. He's there giving it back. Boom, 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 boom. We go back and forth a little bit. Craziest thing happened. He stops and he goes, you got any coke? Shit, you know. Me and him went back and forth, and I was like, why is he come to my door? But it was combative. It was combative, but it wasn't like he was trying to start argument. It was like how you'd argue with a family member. God, I love Birmingham. It was like how it's not how you argue with a family member. It wasn't like he was gonna bang me or like I'd have to reach in and fucking whack him with the umbrella. It wasn't nothing like that. It was like he was being cheeky, so I was being cheeky back. Then he was being cheeky back because I was thinking, is he being cheeky because of his bird? Yo, bro, I'm creative. I'll insult the fuck out of you. That hairline running away. Like, bro, I was ready to go in. You know what I'm saying? But it was kind of that dynamic. And then literally out of nowhere, it's like, you got any coke? I'm like, no. Is that what you came here for? Oh, you heard the music. You heard me getting loud. You was going to bang on the door and you thought I was going to answer like... You know, he thought I was gonna answer the door like that, right? And I'm like, no. I told you when I moved in, I'm a musician, and if it's loud, it's because I'm cooking up music. But anyway, that was the funniest thing ever. Him and his girlfriend, wife, acquaintance, prostitute, I don't know. You know what I mean? They moved off. But that apartment's funny. There was another time again where a random person, I don't know what Birmingham's like now, but this apartment in Brum, my apartment in Brum, penthouse rather, crazy. I remember one time, Gina was here actually, got a knock at the door, and I had like this camera at the time. I had this camera that let me see the front of the door. Boom, 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 boom. Door knocks. I'm thinking, what the fuck? Boom. So I've gone to the door and I've looked, and it's this guy. He's moving mad bookie. He's like walking from the right to the left and down to the back, and he's looking out the window, and he's moving. Boom, boom, boom. He's moving hot, and he's hitting my door. So I haven't said anything. I've seen it. I've seen him on the cam, and I've gone up to the door and I'm looking through the thing, and he's moving bookie. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm thinking, my adrenaline starts going. My heart's, you know what I'm saying? My heart's doing this now. Gina's in there. Me and Gina ain't known each other long, so I'm thinking, it's my turn to show off in front of a fucking bird. You see what I'm saying? This is how niggas die, by the way. This is how niggas die, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, well, I had a good run. The music's gonna go viral. The music's gonna go viral, probably. Shit. So I put on my Converse now, and I buttoned up my shirt, right? Gina's in the back, like, oh, fuck, what the fuck? Boom, and I've gone to the door, and I'm ready to open it. Guy scatters down the stairs, and he tips. I open the door, and I'm like, okay, cool, that was weird. What the fuck? To this day, I don't know what the fuck he wanted. He could be looking for someone else in the apartment or whatever. Dodgiest looking guy. He had the fucking, yeah, super road. Gloves, everything, super road. I was just like, well, a million things was going through my head. I was like, oh my God, he's gonna run up in here. It's peak. I was there shaking. My heart was going. I was shaking. I was like, well, put my shoes on, yeah, for extra grip. Button my shirt up, so whatever. These times I had dreads, I would have been fucked if he got, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I would have been screwed. Crazy. Funny. And then there was the time we had a fucking, bro, it's because you don't know why the person was there or what, or if they're coming. I don't know what was going on. Weird as fuck. Super spooky. It was weird. Anyway, there was another time as well. We had actually had a party, like a proper party in that apartment. Proper party. Oh my fucking God. I said to my cousin, I said, yeah, gonna have a New Year's party at mine. Boom. Said to everyone that was working in the Scarlxrd team at the time, I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna have a party at mine. Boom. I said to my mom and my brother and my family, yeah, it's gonna be a party. I'm not calculating. That's like what? 50 bodies. I'm thinking, oh shit. Anyway, we start having a good time. It was pretty fire. Usually, you gotta be careful about inviting different groups of people that you know, because sometimes it's not congeal. Everybody was fucking there. We were cooked. Hammered. Gone. And I smashed the bottle on the balcony because I was trying to open it. Anyway, the funny thing about this story is the next day I wake up. Obviously, the apartment's in fucking bits. There's a radiator hanging off the wall. There was a radiator hanging off the wall. I'm thinking, when the fuck did that happen? I had a camera inside the hallway at the time. I'm thinking, I'm going to have to look through the camera. I'm looking through the camera, and it just looks like it looks like Yates's. It looks like fucking Weatherspoons, bro. Like, it's just this fucking, you know what I mean? It looked like Weatherspoons, bro. I was like, oh my fucking God. Anyway, I've gone, the radiator is completely off the wall. Bear in mind, I do not own this spot. You see, Gina's got, delete it. Gina's compromised. Crazy. Oh, I'll tell you the other story as well. Listen, so boom. Yeah, radiator's off the wall. I don't own this place, right? I'm renting. So there goes my deposit, right? So I'm thinking, fuck, that's cooked. The carpet. Bomba-clad. The carpet. What the fuck were we thinking? What? Everyone take your shoes off of the... No, that didn't happen. Whole carpet fucked. Balcony, broken glass everywhere and shit. I'm thinking, fuck, okay, cool. Boom. Clean the place up. Clean the carpet best we could. Not long after, we moved out of this penthouse into another penthouse, which will that's got its other stories too. That one's got its stories as well. But in this one here, I remember I was talking to the bloke that I'd rented the gaff off, and his son was a fan. So he's come up, and I'm thinking, I don't think I'm gonna get this fucking deposit back. Anyway, he's come along, and his son's there, and he's like, oh yeah, my son's a big fan. He was at the gig you did in Brum, this, that, and the other. I'm like, oh yeah, fucking brilliant. Take a photo of his son or whatever. He's like, I'm just gonna take a look around, and I'm like, hey, I don't expect to get the deposit back, But as a courtesy, I'm gonna let you know your radiator, yeah, is no longer in the fucking wall. It is halfway down the corridor. And he appreciated that. Anyway, boom, move out. I get email from him. He actually gave me back $1,000. Fair fucking play to him. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect him to give me any fucking money for that. I thought he was gonna say, look at this fucking. I'm never letting a musician rent my spot ever again. Fuck that. Never again, ever again. He was well within his rights to keep every penny from that deposit, but he gave me back a bag. So I was like, you know what, fair play. And I'm there, I'm sat back, I'm thinking I respect him, and I'm thinking, maybe he's done that for the photo with his son. You see what I'm saying? Maybe he's done that because I took a flick of his kid. So I'm there scratching my head. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I was prepared. Fucking hell. This next one, this will be my last story before I go. Muppy, you'll like this one. This was the Fast and Furious crew. Let me tell you this. I was on tour at the time. The place we were living at was in like a complex, right? So round the back, so it's like gated community. So you have the gates to get in, and then there's 2 gates on like either side of the building, and then round the back, everyone parks their whips and shit. Boom. We were living in the penthouse, and then there was people living in like the floor below and the floor below that, right? I'm on tour. I think it's like the last day. It's the last day. I'm in San Francisco, I think it is. Gina's in the apartment, right? She's gone to bed. Boom. I'm halfway across the world, whatever. Everything apparently happens on one night. Gina was asleep. I was halfway across the world. I get a call from the landlord, and he hits me. He's like, "Oh, are you guys all right?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? What's happened? I'm blessed. I'm in America. I'm flying back today, actually. What's going on?" And he's like, "Oh, there's been a break-in. There's been a robbery." I'm like, "Holy fuck!" So immediately I beeline to Gina. I'm like, "Oh, is everything all right? You good?" She's like, "Oh yeah, just fed beers and champagne. It's fine." I'm thinking, what the fuck's going on? So I look at the cameras. This is fucking brilliant. I've never seen anything like. I ain't seen this in films. I haven't seen this in films. Okay, boom. These niggas were in and out in about 30 minutes. Less, right? Two blacked out fucking. They look like Clios. 2 blacked out Clios pull up. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm looking. I'm like, okay, that's not sauce, but it's unusual. One of them dips. Another one reverse. Well, another one comes out and reverses in. I'm thinking, okay, what's going on? Boom. Another. It looks like a range. Pulls in. Boom. And I'm thinking, that's kind of a bit. What's going on there? 2 man hop out. Boom, boom, boom. One's wearing a green night tech fleece and one's wearing all black. They roll up to the gate. I switch the angle. I'm like, I can't believe what I'm seeing. I'm like, yo, this is the shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe what I'm seeing. These man grips the fucking door. Then grips the gate. Pull open the gate. Pull open the thing. Whip drives in. Boom. The black, I think it's clear. Stays outside. Boom. They drive in. I switch to the other camera. Right now, I'm like, yo, you ain't gonna believe this. Getting my security and my tour manager. I'm like, yo, look at this shit. Boom. Pulling around the back. Bro, these men were trained. They were taking that car. They pulled in. One of them gets a crowbar. Crowbars the back of the whatever out. Another one comes running around with a fucking laptop. Yeah. So he's now crouching in front of the range. He's there with his laptop in front of the range doing this. His boys there looking left and right, going boom, popped out the thing. Right. A third man has come, jumped in through the back, and I'm just there, yo. They haven't woke anyone up. They're in the line of sight too. If the couple whose car they took, if they would have woke up and opened the fucking blinds, they would have seen them. You know what I mean? But fucking, bro. So I'm watching. I was like, I can't believe it. Anyway, boom. The range starts, right? After my man scrumbles in through the back little piece. Range starts. Laptop boy closes it. Gets in. The kind of bigger stocky brother runs like the stocky brother gets into the whip that they came in, right? The range goes out first. The kind of bigger car goes out next, and then the black Kia at the front goes next. Car gone. I was like, bro, it was a Fast and Furious job. Ain't listen. Nothing they could have done. They was in it. Crazy. It was crazy. But yeah. Birmingham. Now I was in the States, and it wasn't my whip. I was in the States. I didn't even know it happened. That's what I'm saying. Hey, listen, it was a proper heist, man. These boys have done this before. Listen, let me tell you something. These boys have done this before, man. Me and Gina kind of sat back and was like, holy fuck it. What if it was another person in the building? You know what I'm saying? Like, How you so comfortable and confident to run in there and not know? You know what I'm saying? That's a ballsy one. Made me think. You know what I mean? Man, this is a funny one. So my mum's an interesting character. Yeah, my mum's interesting. Obviously, she grew up really dangerous, real dangerous. She's got stories. She's got mad stories about when she was like a teenager, like 15 and shit. Like mad survivor stories. Sounded like she was in the fucking military. We were driving with her, and funniest thing happens. Like she pulls over, and she pulls into like a restaurant, and we're like, "Where the fuck are you going now?" And she was like, no. I just wanted to make sure the car behind us wasn't following us. You see there? My mom there, she's got that eye. She's got that paranoid eye. You know what I'm saying? Which is good. I wonder how many times that saved her life. You know what I mean? Enough for her to bust it out and not care if she was wrong or embarrassed about it. You see them ones there? She pulled over and was like, nah, I'm not sure about the whip behind me. Enough to take stick from me and Gina being like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? She didn't care. Makes you think how many times that maneuver has actually paid off for her to not care about using it. Ooh. She did that in the mall with me, but she was right. No way. See, Gina and my mom go on adventures sometimes. I said to her, I say, just look after her, man. I say, Mom, look after her. I say, you look after her and you look after her. Girls, work together. I need teamwork. Please come back in one piece. Got my back. Oh my God, Muppy! I forgot about that. Oh my God. We were in Birmingham Bullring. Oh, bro, there's so many weird stories, man. There's so many weird stories. We're in Birmingham Bullring. Me and Muppy had just cooked 4 a.m. in it. We just made 4 a.m. probably. Either 4 a.m. or shut the fuck up. One of them. Anyway, we're in Birmingham Bullring. Muppy's rolling up with his backy, right? A crackhead's rolled up to him and was like, yo, mate, can I get some backy? And Muppy's kind of looked at him and was like, gave him some backy out of his pouch. And then Muppy's turned to me and he's gone, a bit scummy that. Bro, it sent me. He already had it out in his hands and he didn't want to say no to the bro, right? Bro, I was laughing. He said, yeah, a bit scummy that. Oh, funny. This crackhead came, got some backy off Muppy, and then he was gone. He was gone into some smoke, into crackhead land.